Hi, this is Miss Fazone, and this is Graphing Parabolas. Alright, or Graphing Quadratics, actually. Alright, so remember, what is a quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is something that looks like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Right? Notice it's quadratic equation, not quadratic formula. A lot of you guys kind of confuse the difference between the two. A quadratic equation is something like this, not the quadratic formula. What is a solution? A solution is a point on a line or curve that makes an equation true. Okay. All right, so we're going to graph a quadratic today. So, for example, x squared plus 2x plus 3. Let me zoom in so it's nice and all right. So first thing we're going to do, starting today, I'm going to give you a middle x value. Okay. What we're going to do whenever you're not sure what to do, we're going to plug in and get the y values to see what a quadratic equation looks like. Okay. All right. So first off, I gave you -1. Today I'm going to give you the x values. All right. On the number line, if I was on a number line, what comes right before -1? -2, -3. And what comes after -1? 0, 1. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to plug those numbers into the equation. So -3 squared plus 2 times -3 plus 3. Okay? So we're basically just plugging -3 into the equation. All right? I'm going to actually use a calculator to make sure I don't make a mistake. So parentheses, -3 squared, what is it? Plus 2x plus 2 times -3 plus 3. When we get 6. Okay. Notice I put parentheses there around the -3. That is important. Same thing, I'm just going to replace my x with -2. -2 squared plus 2 times -2 plus 3. Now, here's a little hint. Hit second and then enter. If you hit second enter, that last thing you typed came up. I'm going to put the 2 where that -3 is. Just a little trick because I'm lazy. 3. -1. Plug in -1. Again, I can hit second enter. Bring up that last thing I typed. I'm going to replace the 2 with a 1. Enter. 2. Now plug in 0. 0 squared plus 2 times 0 plus 3. What's the answer? You should be able to do this without a calculator. It's a 3. Remember, that's 0. 2 times 0 is 0, so you're just left with that last number. And then the 1. When you go do that, you get 6. Now look at the y values. What do you notice? What do you notice about those y values? They repeat. I call it the rainbow effect. Right? The 3's repeat and the 6's repeat. That should happen. If that doesn't happen, you did something wrong. Right? So now I have this x value -3, y value 6. This is a point. We're going to plot the point -3, comma 6. Okay? We're going to plot the point -3. I'm going to use a pencil. All right. So -3, 6. So starting from the origin, 1, 2, 3, and up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a dot. -2, comma 3. -2, 1, 2, 3. -1, 2. 0, 3. And 1, 6. Okay. Now I'm going to draw it, and it kind of looks like a U. Quadratics look U-shaped. Make sure you put arrows on the end. And that is the graph of a quadratic. They pretty much all look like that. Okay. All right. What is this U-shaped curve called? It's called a parabola. Right? So the shape that we just drew is a parabola. And this bottom point is called the vertex. This bottom point is called the vertex. It's also sometimes called the turning point. Right? Right. So what is the vertex of a quadratic? It's the turning point of the graph. All right? So these are important vocabulary terms we're going to use a lot of. Okay. All right. What is a line of symmetry? Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. What is a line of symmetry? It's